January 5th and 6th.
Oh my God.
Herman!
Prepare for an unprecedented two-night crossover event of all three Chicago teams. In the face of crisis, they'll unearth a mystery.
She's dying from an overdose of chemo. She never had cancer.
That leads to one dangerous twist after another.
Give me a hand so I can pull you up! Casey! Casey!
3 shows, 2 nights, 1 Chicago, starting January 5th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Will Ferrell drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shadows, and this is NewsCenter1 at 10. Police say a Montana man killed himself after crashing his pickup truck into a light pole in Sioux Falls. Several witnesses there say they tried to help the 57-year-old Billings man who had just taken an Interstate 29 exit and veered off the roadway. Police say he stabbed himself in the chest and died at the scene of that crash. In other news tonight, a Rapid City woman who killed her boyfriend has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. 44-year-old Corinne Vermillion last month pleaded guilty to manslaughter in a plea deal with prosecutors, that in which she avoided a murder charge and a possible life sentence in the January death of 37-year-old Donnie Ledoux. Authorities say that Vermillion stabbed Ledoux in the heart with a kitchen knife during an alcohol-fueled argument. Vermillion gets credit for nearly a year that she's already spent behind bars. The winter storm still causing headaches for South Dakota. A no travel advisory being issued tonight for Interstate 90 from exit 67 east of Vivian. State leaders reopening Interstate 90 to traffic between Rapid City and Chamberlain in both directions. You are encouraged to check conditions at safetravelusa.com/SD or by dialing the informational phone number 511. Rapid City Regional Airport reminding flyers that winter weather could still cause some delays. You're advised to check with your individual airline for specific flight information. You can also go to the airport's webpage at rcgov.org/airport. A number of schools and businesses still closed today as they try to dig out from this latest blast of winter weather. School districts in part of the Black Hills canceling classes altogether. Many schools and offices in Rapid City opting for delayed starts and open times. Even monuments like Mount Rushmore picking safety first and delaying their opening time. Remember to check with your destination and their hours of operation before venturing out. Well, despite the snowstorm and interstate closure, the annual Lakota Nations Invitational Basketball Tournament getting underway today in Rapid City. 2 teams were delayed in their travel due to the weather, but organizers say the event is still going on as scheduled, and there's something for little ones, families, and elders to enjoy. Along with the basketball games, there's a powwow, art show, and language bowl.
This is more than basketball. It's like a big family reunion. The people come here that don't like basketball, but they come to visit people. They see relatives from the other reservations that they only see once a year. So it's really a big social event for us.
In recent years, tournament organizers, city leaders, and law enforcement leaders debating holding that tournament in Rapid City due to fights, weapon calls, and the potential for escalating racial violence. But the future looks bright for the Rapid City L&I partnership.
Well, we've been here 37 years, and the Lakota Nation Board felt that this is our home. We've been here for years working on reconciliation, and we would like to stay here. We didn't want to move out. We're going to host a community conversation here Saturday morning, so we really want to be part of the solution and not a problem.
And the Lakota Nation Invitation Basketball Tournament running through this Sunday at the Rapid City Civic Center. The Red Cross is lending a helping hand to tribes across South Dakota today. That organization will be supporting feeding operations in the communities of Rosebud, Antelope, and St. Francis. Since many of those households are currently without power, the outage could last at least another day, and a Red Cross disaster supplies trailer supported Rosebud Tribal Emergency Management last night as a shelter was opened for up to 80 residents who were left in the cold and the dark. Big business is making a contribution to help combat youth suicide on the Native American reservations. AT&T announcing today they will be handing out a $15,000 contribution to the Oglala Sioux Lakota Housing Authority to help stem the tide of teen suicide on the Pine Ridge Reservation. The contribution will support programs that help tribal leaders, teachers, and parents identify at-risk youth, develop suicide prevention training, and raise greater community awareness of that issue. AT&T also launching a new initiative called Digital U. That's a comprehensive program offering online applications for guidance and community education events to learn more about online bullying and staying safe on the internet. Tonight, the federal government announcing a new level to the terror alert system, as well as issuing a new warning under it. Federal leaders once again warning of self-radicalization, often bred from online propaganda like the San Bernardino attackers. In an effort to respond to evolving threats, Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson saying he'll begin issuing periodic bulletins to describe the changing nature of the terrorist threat nationwide. The first bulletin warns to watch for self-radicalized people. All of this new information for the public leading to this recommendation by the FBI director.
Don't let them win this by freaking you out. Channel it to something healthy. Tell us if you see something concerning and live your life.
Future bulletins may advise people to expect longer screening lines at public events like the Super Bowl or at the airport when security is wrapped up. There are calls for calm in Baltimore after a jury there failed to reach a verdict. A police officer on trial in a case that triggered riots there last April. That trial was one of the first of 6 police officers charged in connection with the death of Freddie Gray, who died while he was in police custody. NBC's Ron Mott has late details.
We need justice for Freddie Gray!
As word of a mistrial spread, cries of protest and scuffles. A jury of 7 blacks and 5 whites failing to reach a verdict in the case against Baltimore police officer William Porter, charged with manslaughter in the death of Freddie Gray. Tonight, Gray's family and supporters remain hopeful justice will be served.
This is just a temporary bump on the road to justice.
We are calm. You should be calm too.
The state argued Porter showed indifference to Gray's well-being by not securing him in a seatbelt while being transported in a police van following his arrest last April, and for not getting him medical help. The jury deadlocked on all 4 counts Porter faced, including second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and misconduct in office. Gray suffered a broken neck and died a week later, touching off more than a week of fiery riots, the worst violence in this city in decades, a repeat of which this admitted gang member sought to squelch today, hours before the mistrial announcement.
Y'all mad, y'all angry, y'all want to tear stuff up. I understand, but that's not the right way to go.
Is it worth retrying him?
I would like to know the divide in the jury.
Some legal analysts contend today's mistrial could make upcoming cases against 5 other police officers, including the van driver charged with second-degree murder, even more challenging for prosecutors.
Officer Porter was one of the easier cases to defend because he was not one of the principals that placed Freddie Gray in the situation he was in.
And tonight, city officials also called for calm.
All of us, if we believe in justice, must have respect for the outcome of the judicial process.
And the city of Baltimore gearing up for the second of 6 trials that's scheduled to get underway next month. It has not happened in nearly a decade, but today the Federal Reserve Bank raised interest rates. NBC's Chris Pallone reports on what the move means for you and your wallet.
New York Stock Exchange traders waited anxiously for the Federal Reserve's announcement. Thanks to an improving U.S. economy, it's raising key interest rates, 0.25%.
This action marks the end of an extraordinary 7-year period during which the federal funds rate was held near zero to support the recovery of the economy.
They're not putting their foot on the brake. They're just lifting their foot off the gas a little bit.
Financial analysts say the move has long been expected and might be just the first of several rate bumps to come.
Over time, the expectation is the Fed will raise at least a few more times, so it could be as much as 1 or 2 percentage points higher after a couple of years.
On the plus side for consumers, banks will offer slightly higher interest for cash deposits. Prices for consumer goods should remain steady, and the dollar could get stronger, making purchasing power for Americans traveling overseas higher. The downside, it will cost a little more to borrow money for a car or a home, and credit card interest rates will likely increase too, meaning if you carry a balance on your credit cards or have a variable rate mortgage, you might want to shop for a better deal.
The expectation is that the Fed is going to keep rates unusually low for a very long period of time.
Economists say inflation remains extremely low and the rate hike probably won't have much of a noticeable effect on the economy. But it marks a historic milestone as the country rebounds from the crash of the last decade. Chris Pallone, NBC News, New York.
And on the basis of that rate hike today, here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And we look at the numbers. There you see it boosted largely by Janet Yellen's positive commentary about the economy in the face of things today. The Dow Jones rising 224 points, 17,749. The NASDAQ Composite up 76 to 5,071. The S&P up 30 to 2073. And gold dropping $6.30 on a strengthening dollar to $1,070.50 on this day of trade. U.S. Senator John Thune highlighting the numerous accomplishments of the U.S. Senate that they've achieved this year, particularly for the state of South Dakota. One of the biggest accomplishments after years of hard work has been the expansion of the Powder River Training Complex. At the beginning of the month, the U.S. Air Force completing its very first training exercise in that expanded training complex, and leaders calling that a resounding success.
After working with the Air Force on this project for nearly 9 years, I was proud to see this expansion finally completed, and even more delighted to see the first large force training exercise take place at the expanded Powder River Training Complex just this month. 41 aircraft took part in the exercise, including the B-1 bombers from Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota. The expanded training complex will save Ellsworth Air Force Base $23 million per year in training costs by reducing the need for the B-1 bombers to commute to other places like Nevada and Utah for training.
And Thune also saying the expanded airspace will allow our airmen and women to carry out critical training conditions, or in conditions that more closely resemble combat missions when they're called to active duty. Chief Meteorologist Bob Bergio joining us.
Yep.
And weather always a key factor. Bob actually was a forecaster and meteorologist in the Air Force.
You bet, yeah. I used to forecast for those B-52s. They still have them. Those things have been around since 1952. Can you believe that?
That's an amazing thing.
Yeah. So I used to forecast those in KC-135 fuel, know, the refueling
I'll tell you what, when those things spool up, that's the sound of freedom
right
there.
Same with
the B-1. You don't ever hear the B-1 until it's already passed.
That's right.
By then, if you're the enemy on the ground, it's too late by that point.
That's right.
So.
You hear it, you look this way, but it's over there, heading off in that direction.
I'm sure that's not by coincidence. But good flying weather today.
Oh well,
clear
great,
ceiling.
beautiful. I mean, yesterday we had the snow, and when we get the snow like we had yesterday, people start thinking of skiing. All right, let's look what happened up at Terry Peak. Linda called in, said nearly 2 feet of snow, fresh powder up at Terry Peak. They already have a base of 24 inches. That's nearly 50 inches of snow on the ground up there, and you can see Stewart and Surprise runs are open. Head on up to Terry Peak tomorrow and enjoy a fantastic day of skiing.
Good ski weather. We'll get more details on that coming up with Bobby in just a bit. We are back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
Dear future, sailed through that diaper stage, learned to walk, and I'm reading like a 3rd grader. But now it's time to go out into the world. And from what I hear, it's not all toys and games out there. Will you look out for me, future? You can ride my new bike.
We could have built pyramids. We chose burritos instead. Fresh pressed tortillas. The finest ingredients evenly mixed. Our better built standard is in a league of its own. Fresh salads, tacos, and quesadillas. Panchero's Mexican Grill, for those who don't compromise. West Omaha Street, Rapid City. We are excited to see you at Rapid City's Meadowbrook Golf Course. Now offering 2016 season passes at the 2015 rate through December 31st, 2015. The 18-hole championship course winds around beautiful Rapid Creek with picturesque backdrops and pristine landscaping. Meadowbrook is the perfect place for beginners and experts alike. Meadowbrook Golf Course is the clear local favorite. Don't miss out on the savings for your 2016 season passes by December 31st, 2015. Shopping is easy by phone, online, or just stop in to see us.
Christmas sparkles and shines at Weathered Vane. From traditional to contemporary, unique and eclectic, Weathered Vane has the decor and gifts to make your holidays extraordinary. Shop local, shop small. Shop Weathered Vane this holiday season.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
Lawmakers are set to extend funding for the federal government. The House and Senate voting on short-term continuing resolutions today, a stopgap move to extend current funding through Tuesday. Tomorrow, Congress is expected to vote on a 2016 budget totaling $1.9 billion. It is a compromise crafted with wins and losses for both Republicans and Democrats. One win for 9/11 first responders and staunch supporter Jon Stewart is a program providing health care which will be funded through 2090. Stewart lobbied hard for the extension of the program. A related compensation program is funded for only 5 years. Progress continues on a proposal to expand Medicaid in South Dakota. Governor Dennis Dugard outlining his $4.8 billion budget during a speech last week. His proposal includes a plan to expand the Medicaid program for those with low income, the disabled, and more Native Americans. The South Dakota Healthcare Solutions Coalition holding a meeting today to discuss that plan. The coalition was established to explore the financial viability of the expansion by increasing access through Indian Health Services and freeing up more state dollars for Medicaid.
If more Native American health care expenditures could be 100% federally funded, as the treaty requires, the state could save up to $67 million per year. That would be enough to fully cover the state's costs to expand Medicaid.
Changes could be coming to the Medicare program as well. U.S. Representative Kristi Noem helping introduce legislation today that would give Medicare recipients better access to mental health care. That measure would remove barriers that force seniors to be referred by a primary care doctor before seeing a clinical psychologist. Noem says the legislation is especially important in rural areas like South Dakota and in other underserved communities where clinical psychologists play an indispensable role in meeting the mental health needs of older Americans. And South Dakotans are getting a little more time to make health care decisions. The government is offering a few extra days to enroll in Obamacare that kicks in on New Year's Day. The original deadline for this year's enrollment was Tuesday, but due to unprecedented demand, that deadline has been moved back 48 hours. The CEO of the Federal Marketplace says that hundreds of thousands of Americans have picked plans in the last 2 days. Leaders say the call center received more than 1 million calls. That is the most ever received on a non-deadline day. The new deadline to sign up is December 17th at midnight Pacific time, and in order to have health care effective January 1st. No one is forced to sign up for Obamacare, but those who go without some kind of medical insurance will pay a fine. The broader deadline to avoid paying that fine is still January 31st. Well, the sun today turning last night's storm into a slushy mess for part of the day, freezing again tonight and making for some hazardous and slick road conditions once again. Bob Riggio in next to tell us how long these wintry conditions are sticking around.
From your friends and neighbors of the Rapid Valley Fire Department, we wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and safe New Year. Merry Christmas!
It's Herberger's biggest one-day sale of the season, this Saturday with a Friday preview. Make any in-store cosmetics or fragrance purchase of $50 or more and get $25 savings cash. Herberger's, your store, your style.
Toyotathon is back with a season full of holiday treats.
Like 0% APR financing on the reliable Camry. Did you know 90% of Camrys sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today? But hurry, our biggest event of the year won't last long. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on a new 2016 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for $149 per month. For more great deals, visit buyatoyota.com.
Make the holidays happier at Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
If the ones you love the great outdoors, there's only one place to go this season. The Cabela's Christmas Sale. Get 40% off Cabela's Northport down jackets. Up to 35% off select Bradley and Masterbuilt smokers. $60 off a Cuddyback 20 MP trail cam. And up to $80 off Cabela's Carnivore Series grinders. Plus, don't miss Saturday 8 a.m. doorbusters. For everything on their wish list, shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
Sorry we can't watch the kids tonight.
It's all right. Just get better.
They bought it.
They sure did.
To eat at Dakota Steakhouse, any excuse is a good excuse.
We said we were too sick.
Mom, Dad.
Find huge savings on coats at Herberger's this Friday and Saturday only. Take $60 off a ladies' or men's coat purchase of $100 or more when you use your coupon. Available online. Save on regular and sale prices. Herberger's, your store, your style.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let's start off with some snowfall totals from yesterday and early this morning. Just south of Belle Fourche, a foot at both Lead and Deadwood. Both of those communities reported a foot of snow. Spearfish, 8 inches. Just northwest of Piedmont, over 7 inches. 7 inches over in Black Hawk. We also have some more here, 7 inches just southwest of Pine Ridge. Hot Springs, 6.5. Sturgis, 6.4. Hermosa, Edgemont, 3 inches. And let's see what we have. 28 outside was the high temperature. 15, which is the current temperature, I believe. That's the low temperature, and these temperatures will continue to drop off. A little bit of moisture after midnight. 321 sun up. 4:15, the sun will be going down. Out at, the airport, we have clear skies. 15, yeah, there is that current temperature. And the winds are out of the north at around 10, giving us a little bit of a wind chill, 3 degrees. We expect a rather frigid night tonight, folks. All the shower activity, I'll just point it out to you. You can see it, though, just east of the Great Lakes, all the way down through Kentucky, Tennessee, and let's see, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and just now moving into Georgia. The Midwest, clear skies. The Plain States, clear. The Rockies, pretty much clear. Back to the west, clear. Maybe a few little showers on the Oregon coast. That's it. And then tomorrow, this high pressure just continues to build over the center part of the country. Maybe some rain off to the northwest and some snow in the higher elevations. And all the shower activity will continue to push off further to the east, all up and down the east coast tomorrow. But all in all, should be a quiet day across the country. And then on Friday, as that cold front continues to push further to the east, it's going to push those showers off into the Atlantic, and the Atlantic states will be clearing out. And let's see, high pressure again through the Plain States, the Rockies, and maybe a few more showers over the Pacific Northwest. But again, even on Friday, things are going to be rather quiet across the country. Really not much news as far as weather is concerned. Here's a future satellite radar, a little closer, folks. We don't expect to see much, and we don't. We'll have partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Temperatures will remain cold, though. We don't see any any warming of the temperatures tomorrow. We don't see any warming of the temperatures on Friday either. We'll still have plenty of sunshine on Friday. Well, let's wait until Saturday. Relatively speaking, temperatures will warm up a little bit on Saturday, okay? Maximum wind gusts. Well, it was windy in South Dakota. You know, it's windy in South Dakota just about every day. 37 in Sisseton, 40 mile per hour in the capital, 43 in Faith, 45. Up there in Buffalo, 45 miles per hour. High temperatures, it was cold. Well, it's December. This is South Dakota. There you have it. Cold temperatures. These are the high temperatures. In the lower 30s all up and down the eastern tier of counties, but elsewhere, lower 20s to middle 20s for high temperatures. And tomorrow, as I said, it's not going to warm up any. We'll have some sunshine again like we had today, but you can see those temperatures in the lower 20s. And on Friday, it's not going to warm up on Friday either. We see those temperatures. There you have them in the 20s again. Let's wait until Saturday. I have it in the 7-day forecast. It better warm up on Saturday. Here's a forecast for the Black Hills. We'll have partly cloudy skies tomorrow, 22. Spearfish, 20. Custer, 25. Pine Ridge. Hill City, 19. Deadwood, 22. 25. Belfou, Sturgis. Hot Springs, 26. It's going to be a chilly day tomorrow. 10 tonight, partly cloudy. Still breezy, though. Those winds holding out of the northwest around 10 to 20. And then tomorrow, 25, I believe, is what we're going to go for. And we'll have partly cloudy skies. And some gustiness, but still the winds aren't going to be that strong. They certainly won't be as strong as what we had today. Tomorrow night, 6. It'll be a frigid night. Winds out of the west, 10 to 15. So stay warm, everybody. Stay warm. 7-day forecast, 29 on Friday. 44 on Saturday, and then 35 on Sunday. So 44, Saturday is going to be the warmest day of the next 7 days, and then the near normal temperatures Sunday through Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com. This one sold out. Unfortunately, this was a good one. Half off a full day snowmobile rental at the Mavericks Rentals for just $100 all day. And if you're going to rent a snowmobile, you want to be out there all day because there's so much of the Black Hills you want to ride on through. And great way to do it in the summer, in the winter is via snowmobile.
You and I talked about that before when it comes to either snowmobile or ATV. You're right there in amongst the trees. You get to see it all, taste it all, touch it all.
That's right. That's right.
That's the way to go.
It's really nice.
Thank you, Bob. We'll be back with more news coming up after the break.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Get projects done quicker with Crescent sockets and wrenches from Menards. Right now, they're all on sale. This 148-piece mechanics tool set has the right tools to get the job done. $69.99. Bosch 18-volt power tools give you high performance with compact designs. Purchase this hammer drill and impact driver combo kit for $299 and get your choice of a circular saw, reciprocating saw, or lithium-ion battery free. Don't forget Christmas. Give a gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
The internet should be invisible to your business. You don't need to worry about the 30,000 miles of underground fiber optic cable making up SDN's vast network. It's always there, running through the heart of your business, connecting you to the ideas and people that matter most. SDN Communications. Enjoy the uptime.
The service department at Hirschfield's is the finest I've ever dealt with.
The best service I have ever experienced from any dealer.
We found your company is friendlier and easier to deal with than others we visited.
Above and beyond service.
I like the people, I like the service, and I would come back in a heartbeat.
It's true. The best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hirschfield's of Sturgis, I-90 and exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
People may be wishing for a white Christmas, but the focus this year may be on having presents to unwrap when the holiday finally arrives. With the snow and the busy holiday season, the post office is working hard, making sure that packages are getting delivered in time for the holidays. The storm that has dumped huge amounts of snow across the Black Hills has some people worrying that their holiday deliveries might not make it to others in time. With the Interstate 90 closing last night and multiple other roadways shut down due to the weather, it's causing a slight delay in delivery times here in Rapid City.
Well, it will affect our delivery time somewhat because we had 3 semis that didn't make it because of the road closure. I-90 was closed. So we're waiting for those to arrive later this evening, and we will get that mail worked out and get the packages delivered tomorrow as much as possible.
And the post office says they are busier than last year, estimating a 10% increase in total package volume, but they are doing their best to keep the Christmas spirit flowing, and they have a special message just for kids.
So we're going to do our best to make sure everybody gets their packages on time for Christmas. And also just the children listening, if they mail letters to Santa through the post office, I'm sure Santa will be answering those letters also.
And to make it in time for Christmas, you're encouraged to send packages by Monday via priority mail or Wednesday for express shipping delivery by Christmas Day. Well, keep it right here. We'll be right back with one more look at your end of the week forecast right here on NewsCenter1.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
This Christmas season, we're giving you more with a holiday sale too good to ignore, where you can find savings throughout the whole store on sofas and tables and bed sets galore. With 20% off all linens and decor, plus 5-year interest-free finance to score. So make the season bright and come explore all the ways you can save on designs you adore. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
Attention ranchers, farmers, and small businesses. The Ram commercial truck season is here. Save big on trucks and vans customizable to fit your every business need. Like 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, now with 0% financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values. Or Ram Heavy Duty Crew Cabs, now with up to $4,000 in total values. Plus, as a small business, you can qualify for up to $1,500 of on-the-job incentives. Now's the time to help your bottom line. See your local Ram dealer today.
We could have built pyramids. We chose burritos instead. Fresh pressed tortillas. The finest ingredients evenly mixed. Our better built standard is in a league of its own. Fresh salads, tacos, and quesadillas. Panchero's Mexican Grill, for those who don't compromise. West Omaha Street, Rapid City.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
South Dakotans are being called on to show even more support for our servicemen and women. Here's how you can remember everyone deployed. The State National Guard inviting the public to wear a red shirt on all Fridays while South Dakota citizens are deployed, sending a unified message that our service members and families have not been forgotten. Today, Governor Dennis Dugard proclaiming all future Fridays that South Dakota citizens are deployed in harm's way to be Red Shirt Friday. State businesses who employ Guard and Reserve members are encouraged to check in with their employee or provide a meal for a family of a deployed service member. Currently, there are more than 160 South Dakota Army and Air National Guard members serving overseas in both Kuwait and Afghanistan. And really, every day of the week should be the time that we remember and are thankful for their service, especially this time of year when they have to be separated from loved ones. That is never easy, obviously, but not a bad idea. Red Shirt Friday.
Red shirt.
I guess we can do red ties.
Let's do a red tie.
We'll do red.
Okay,
we'll
do a red tie on Friday.
Red tie next Friday.
Let's look at the 7-day real quick, folks. It's going to be rather cold the next couple of days. You can see temperatures below normal. We're warming up a little bit on Saturday. Then these temperatures fall right back to near normal Sunday through Wednesday. It looks rather dry for the next 7 days as well.
Tell you what, it was at least nice to be able to see the road driving home.
Yes.
It's been a good thing. Everybody have a good night.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Hey,
you know that Christmas gift you've been searching for? It's here at Presidential Pawn and the Clock Shop in downtown Rapid City. Discover South Dakota's premier showcase of amazing rhythm magical motion clocks. What could be more fun or delightful than a genuine cuckoo clock straight from the Black Forest? And fine jewelry is plentiful, from current designs to custom and estate pieces. If you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further. It's here at Presidential Pawn and the Clock Shop downtown. Why shop anywhere else?
The holidays are here, and so is Toyotathon.
Wrap up a great year-end deal on a reliable Toyota, like 0% APR financing on many of our most popular models. And every new Toyota comes with a 2 years or 25,000 miles no-cost maintenance plan. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash on a new 2016 Corolla, or lease a new Corolla for $139 per month. For more great deals, visit buyatoyota.com.
Make the holidays happier at Toyotathon. Uh-oh. Huh.
Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Pump House at Mind Blown Studio in historic Deadwood to see professional glass blowers at work. We offer a wide range of custom glasswork, including ornaments, glasses, and vases. You can browse the gallery for gifts and decorations, or have one of our artists make a custom piece just for you. You can enjoy a coffee and a sandwich from our Pump House deli while watching the artist work. If you're looking for a unique gift, a private glass blowing class, or something for the entire family to do, check out the Pump House at Mind Blown Studio on Sherman Street in historic Deadwood.
Crispy bacon, Canadian bacon, and pepper bacon. Papa Murphy's large bacon pizza, just $11. Try it as a fresh pan for just $1 more. Fresh made, fresh baked, fresh craving. Papa Murphy's, love at 425 degrees.